I'm going to see them again, knowing they're here. You know what I'm saying? No, I know they're here. Like, things happen now. It's like, and I'm like, okay, I see you playing around with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's like I know they with me.
Mm-hmm.
That goes into my faith, which is Ifa. You know,
Right.
and Ifa is about your ancestors. So the ones that passed on already.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
And
Shout out De Niro, that's my Babalao and Padrino. And they opened me up spiritually to a different like realm, way of thinking and looking at life. And I mean, it helped me out so much in so many ways. And Ifa told me who my grandfather was. How about that?
how?
Man, my dad was sick. And I did a reading with him, and they telling me, go talk to him, cruise. And I'm like, I know my grandfather, he died before I was like maybe 1 or something. So I don't know him. I just seen pictures of him. And I only know him as Pop or Antonio. So Pop or Antonio, and they keep telling me, cruise. He said, ask your father, who is this? They didn't know who it is. He's coming, he's talking to them. And he's there to protect my pops. And he's like, so I go there. When I said it to him, I'll never forget the way he looked at me. Like, I said, yo, who's Cruz? He just stopped and just looked. He's in the hospital bed. He looked at me. He said, that's your grandfather. What the fuck are you talking about? I said, wow. Because I was fucked up. He said, why'd you say that? And I was like, he's here with you. He said, I know, I feel him. He's like, he starts crying. And I ain't never seen my pops cry. He's crying like, because he said he feels his father there, and I brought this shit up. It's crazy the shit they said. I don't want to get deep on this shit right here, but there's so much things that Ifa has showed me and done for me. But imagine that. I didn't know his name is Antonio Cruz Lorenzo. Our last name is Lorenzo. Gotti's a nickname. And my mother's black, my father's Trinidadian and Filipino. And I guess that's the Spanish, like, last name. I think Lorenzo's like a Spanish last name, but you go over to the Philippines, it's nothing but Lorenzo's over there. It's crazy.
That's nuts. So, I mean, you go through something like that.
Yeah.
You're locked in after that.
Well, I like to say I'm from Missouri. You got to show it to me, right? You got to show me state.
If you seeing that.
So I was on my tours with Adventure Music with De Niro, and he's a Babalao, which is a high priest in Ifa. And I asked him about his beads. Like I got some on right now. That's Shango. You know what I'm saying? I'm Shango. So at the end of the day, I'm asking about him. And again, you can't just tell me and I'm running to it. I'm not that dude.
Right. You got to show me something.
But he was just talking to me. I'll give you another crazy day. We in Atlanta on the tour, and we get out the car, and his bees pop.
What tour?
I do an Adventure Music tour for independent artists.
Okay.
And I do all these cities, city to city to city, crazy. And his bees pop. We pulled up at my man's studio, and we get out the car, his bees pop. He said, don't move. He's like this, don't move. I'm like looking at him like, this before I'm in. This is just, he's like, don't move. And he sees it, and his shit's come out. He grabbed the ones that's broke. He said something and threw them out. He said, we can't go in there. I said, why not? He said, there's something wrong in there. That's why my shit just popped. I'm thinking, yeah, okay. 2 niggas got killed in the studio.
That night?
That day, right there. The cops came right after that. We was bugging out. And he's like, I told you. And it's just weird, yo. I got goosebumps telling the story, I promise you. You could ask Rich Black, you know what I'm saying? That's whose studio it was. That's my man.
How okay, so what's the time
well,
period
one guy ended up dying, the other guy got shot. So
they were already shot when you got there?
Yes. Wow. In the studio already. Not happening afterwards, before we got there.
Wow.
And he was like, he's just looking at me like, I told you we couldn't go in there. I was like, oh man, this shit's crazy. I mean, there's so many things that it has done, like while I was with him, that made me curious, let's say, and made me do my own research into it. And again, every religion's inside of it. It's the oldest religion, over 10,000 years, from Nigeria. He's Cuban. He's from Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? The religion's from Nigeria, and it's just crazy because it really showed me so many different things. And crazy.
That's nuts.
It is.
Beads popping.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been around people, and my bracelet popped.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but
Yeah.
I haven't been like nobody.
It's
really
energy.
sat down with
Everything is energy. We're in the fucking matrix. It's a binary code. Everything is crazy. Down the back of his spine is his binary code. Like if you think of a computer, they write 0110001. That's how they write code. In a computer, it's the same thing. He has that down the back of his spine, his binary code for him, or what he calls his signal.
His signal.
Yeah.
That's funny. Because recently I saw Russians created a way to identify the code of your soul.
Yeah.
There's some deep stuff that's
It's
going on out there. I don't know if y'all follow any of this stuff. Y'all might just be like, where's the hip hop? Yeah. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are they talking about right now?
We just talking right now.
We just talking. Oh man. But yeah, okay. After Herb's passing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I want to rewind before that. Murder Inc. At its height.
Wow.
What was your role? Matt Hoffa, I'm back with 100 opinions, and I'm here with
Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know.
Nas or Jim Jones.
You talking about like who rap better? Yo, bro, I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Jim Jones, bro. I'm gonna have to go with Jim Jones, but
It makes sense.
but hold on, but time out.
Definitely makes sense.
But time out, hold on. When you want to talk about woke rapping and all that, Nas got it. But I don't
Woke
know Jim.
rapping?
You know what I'm talking about, bro. Like that Malcolm X rapping, bro. Fetty Wap is better than Jim Jones.